Welcome back, everyone. This is the Track Your Activity of Prevent T2, the CDC's Lifestyle Change Program. Today we are going to talk about tracking your activity to prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Before we begin, think about your action plan from the previous session. What went well and what didn't go so well? Tracking your minutes of activity each day can help you prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Today we will talk about the purpose of tracking and how to track your activity. You also get a chance to practice tracking your activity. Finally, you will make a new action plan. Let's start by talking about the purpose of tracking. You probably track many things in your life already. Things you may track include your blood pressure to make sure it doesn't get too high, your checking account balance to make sure you don't bounce a check, your child's grades to make sure they don't fall behind, the amount of food in your fridge to make sure you don't run out, the amount of medicine in your bottle to make sure you don't run out, the gas in your car to make sure you don't run out, and the laundry in your laundry basket to make sure you do the wash in time. You track these things so you can take needed actions to meet your goals. So the purpose of weighing yourself each week is to help you work toward your 6-month weight goal. And the purpose of tracking your minutes of activity each day is to help you work toward your 6-month activity goal, which is to get at least 150 minutes of activity each week. Remember, the activity should be of at least moderate pace. And of course, both goals, weight loss and activity, help you lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. We've talked about why it's important to track your minutes of activity each day. Now we'll go over how to track your activity. Tracking your minutes of activity has 2 steps. 1. Time your activity, and 2. Record your minutes of activity. Ways to time your activity include using a watch, clock, timer, fitness tracker, or smartphone app or computer app. Other ways to record your physical activity include a spiral notebook, spreadsheet, fitness tracker, smartphone or computer apps, or voice recording. Ultimately, though, you'll want to record your minutes in your fitness log. You'll use it each day to track your minutes of activity. Remember, track activity of at least moderate pace, activity that you can talk through but not sing through. And make sure to include everyday activities like sweeping the floor briskly and mowing the lawn. There may be some days when you write down 0 minutes, and that's okay. The key is to track every day for the rest of this program. You'll record your minutes of physical activity in the TapCloud app. Please look at your action plan journal. Let's spend the next few minutes making a new action plan. Keep in mind what worked and what didn't work well for you since our last session. Are there any changes that you want to make? Also keep in mind what we discussed today about tracking your activity. As you make your plan, remember to keep it realistic, doable, specific, and flexible. Try to do just a little more than the last time. Remember to focus on behaviors and try to have fun. Between now and the next session, please read How to Track Your Activity on page 3 and look at How to Cope with Challenges on page 4. It shows some common challenges and ways to cope with them. Write your own ideas in the column that says Other Ways to Cope and check off each idea you try. Also think about what you might find challenging about tracking your activity and how you will work around these challenges. We have come to the end of our meeting. Today we talked about the purpose of tracking and how to track your activity. Next time we'll talk about eating well to prevent T2. Thank you for coming to this session.